We're back with episode 4 of the missing debate of this crypto clarity bill. We're trying to unpack here what's happening and what's not happening with this bill. Over the last 3 episodes, we've been asking one simple question. What problem is Congress trying to solve for? Episode 1, we saw that Americans say that their biggest concern when it comes to crypto is safety and security. But in episode 2, we saw that Congress spends almost no time on writing laws about the technology itself. Instead, it spends most of its ink writing rules for crypto middlemen, exchanges, custodians, brokers. So then in episode 3, we asked, do middlemen actually make crypto safer? But when we mapped that to some examples of crypto's failures, we saw how the draft bills weren't doing anything to address those harms. So now we're answering, if those bills aren't optimizing for safety and security, what are they optimizing for? We know that regardless of which version of the bill you look at, more than half to 3/4 of the bill is being spent on these crypto middlemen, intermediaries. And while every financial system will probably always need intermediaries, it's not Congress's job to pick winners and losers. It's supposed to write laws for competition to choose those winners and losers. In particular, when it comes to crypto, the point was to have this novel technology that could be incorruptible for doing transactions over the internet. So you could have a choice about whether or not you wanted to trust someone to hold your assets or whether you wanted to hold your own assets. Did you want to trust someone to do financial transactions on your behalf, or did you want to do them yourself? But if the middlemen become the entire center of gravity for what is considered legal under this framework, this becomes a real inflection point for choosing middlemen over the technology, because middlemen have business models and they earn fees and they hire a bunch of attorneys and they hire a bunch of lobbyists. The tech doesn't. Code doesn't have a super PAC. Open source software doesn't hire lobbying firms. So when Congress is writing this crypto framework, and the framework centers entirely around crypto intermediaries or crypto middlemen, that becomes a very different objective than making the underlying technology safer. So in our next episode, let's try to answer, if Congress were actually trying to optimize for safety, what would that legal framework look like? Drop me any questions you've got.